Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live Flooded Farm box event. We are in 2026 and we got our first box event. And you know what? It didn't take us 4 months this year. So that's good news. We might hit our goal of doing 6 of these in the year. So looking forward to a really good event. I got to tell you guys, tonight's box event pretty epic. They're loaded. So every box has at least 2 legends in it, except there are, I think, 4 what we call epic boxes. Now, they only have they only have 1, but you'll understand. You'll understand why those boxes are super unique. We got a pet in tonight's box event, pretty epic pet. You know, pets are no longer in war bundles, so you either get them in boxes or sometimes you get them in monthly reloads. Not always. Pets are super unique and the ability to upgrade those. But we also have something brand new that none of y'all have heard about. It is a brand new addition to PDL, and we're going to unveil it live tonight. So this year, pretty amazing so far. If you guys, I know a lot of people watch the playbacks. Not everybody plays Play Dead Live. You should. I mean, what are you doing if you're not playing Play Dead Live? You should be here. Like Ocean Man says, if you ain't doing it, you ain't doing it right. So, Play Dead Live, the history over 6 years of live turn-based RPGs. So we do our own role-playing game. Now, what is role-playing game? So role-playing game with Play Dead Live, it's got a Dungeons and Dragons element to it, but it's different because it's a little more automated. So you have the ability to create your character and grow with it. How many people have ever played a game where you can go into the game and within a week or two, you've maxed out the level, right? You're playing Call of Duty, you're playing Diablo, you're playing World of Warcraft, Ebony, all these games out there. Candy Crush, you're like level 500 and you just go. I mean, how many games out there can you just play and you can binge them and then you can get like top tier? You've played those games, right? That's not Play Dead Live. Play Dead Live, we've been playing for over 6 years, and we have characters. We don't have any characters like in the 40s. All of our characters level up week by week. It's a grind. It's an experience. So when you talk about experience points, they're not called binge grind points. They're experience, where you experience different things. You battle different things. You level up. And our box events really encompass all of that because it gives you a little more gear to go into those Friday night events and build your character. You build your persona. But if I stopped right there, you'd probably say, well, that's pretty cool. That's Play Dead Live. But that's not all we do. We built an online portal, playdeadlive.com, where you can go in, you create a character, and play your own video games as well. You can fish with us. You can play Kills Game, which is our version of the Squid Game. And we got a brand new game coming out called Farm Fight, which is a zombie shooter game. So there's a lot to Play Dead Live. I know you watch the events and people pop in. It's like, hey, Kills, when are you going to start doing Road to Survival again? Our games take strategy, they take patience, and they take dedication. And that's what makes our group so strong. So wanted to give you a little bit of that overview. Things are bright on the Play Dead Live front. So we're going to get into tonight's box event. You'll see some of these items, and we do add some of these items, which makes the game a little bit more fun, developed, strategic. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many words I could put out there, but it changes the dynamic of the game. Every time we roll out something new, whether it's a new gear, new ability, new pet, new legend, it changes how we play the game. So it's always forming. Play Dead Live is never the same game. All right. Y'all ready to get down to business? Here we go. Kel, where we want to start out? So I will tell you, the next event we do is going to be in April. You better RSVP your 1 box or 2 boxes. And I hope you guys know this. Like, we upgraded our prices. Like, you can message Kel. If you don't know, I'm not going to say in chat. But if you message Kel and you're reserving a box, just go ahead and ask her, say, Kel, I might have missed the messenger chat or what went out because the prices got lowered. What's the price on 2 boxes? And Kel will tell you. But I will tell you, the price on 2 boxes is pretty spectacular. So you might think you want 1, you might want 2. But if you do get 2, you better watch out, because when you see the items tonight, the RSVPs usually go pretty quickly. All right, you'll see what I mean. Let's get a box opening. So we'll start out with Julia. Julia has box number 3. Box number 3. You ready? Julia says start with number 1. And how about we start with 5,000 dead dimes, Julia? Little cash. Dead dimes, the currency is getting super cool. You'll see with farm fights and the shop shocks how dead dimes will sort of make its way into kills tokens as well. All right. Legendary Morpheus bow. Legendary Morpheus bow. That's one of the current legendaries. We got Rage Tonic. We got Health Tonic. She's going to be healing and dealing. Platinum skins for the upgrade. Gold skins for upgrade. Summoning Grenade ×1. Throw that, you'll be able to summon a pet. Gold upgrade skins. Castle Strike Stones, 25 of them in the box event. Castle Strike Stones are used to upgrade your fixtures, your defenses, all of the Castle Strike, which is our raid the castle, storm the castle game. And you can build up all of your fixtures, kind of like Clash of Clans, where you can strengthen your defense. That's what the Strike Stones are used for, to develop your kingdom. Haste Glyph will speed you up in Castle Strike. Titanium Ore. It's going to make your gear a little stronger. Savage 6. Red Summon Skins. Brutal Death Gem. Choke Smoke. Oh, brand new legendary. There we go. First one we've seen. Y'all ain't even seen this. This is the 15th class of signature legends. These are called instruments. And instruments are pretty cool. This one, you can see, is the lost signature weapon. This is the Sad Saxophone, also called the Sad Sax. Now, what's cool about instruments? They are weapons. If Sad Sax damages, okay, it's got to deal damage. If it deals damage to a target player, remove half of that team's mass destruction. And not just the mass destruction. And their amplify can only be stopped by preventions and seals. Okay? That means you can't stop it with a blue. You can't stop it with a psycho. If that player's not sealed and they don't have a prevention, Sad Sax is going to hit them, and it's going to remove half their mass destruction, half their amplify. Now, there's a lot of scenarios where it makes sense to go over and just ping one of your opponents, because you might be in a wall game, and it could be a race with mass destruction and amp. Team gets a lot of mass destruction. They're up like 30 or 40 mass destruction. You go over, jab them, and you don't have to jab them. It's a musical note that goes through the air. So you just attack, and that musical note floats over and hits them. If they're not sealed, it hits them. And it will remove half their mass destruction, half their amplify. That could be a huge, huge game changer. And it's the Lost. Come on, you guys remember the Lost. Brand new item. Congratulations on that, Julia. I'm sure you guys will see that pretty soon. Hostile 9. Trance Grenade. Love Trance Grenade. One of my favorite. Close a dragon window. I mean, think about that. Teams throw grenades and then hit grenades, and then they get like 2 of them. You hit them with the trance, and then it closes one of their windows. Gives you an advantage to get that Goddard. I've already seen 2 matches this year won because of Goddard. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Super Thrill and finishing it out with, look at that, Celestial Skins. That alone is worth about 600 kills tokens. Congratulations, Julia. Get this box event started. Breakfast Club will be entering all these boxes tomorrow. What do you guys think about the Breakfast Club? I mean, the inventory team is great. Love the inventory team too. And I give a lot of shout outs to the inventory team gathering stuff. Breakfast Club tomorrow morning will have all of these items in for you by noon. By 12 o'clock tomorrow, all of the items you get in tonight's boxes will 100% be in your inventory. We thrive on speed. So, congratulations, Julia. Kel, who we got up next? Kel's checking her notes. All right, we got Justice. Justice has box number 5. Justice, you ready for some epic reveal? You know, one thing I love about the box events is it's a chance to introduce new items into the game. But we don't do it every week. We don't do it every month. It's a big deal when we do it. So you can plan ahead for it. Nice thing, and that's why you want to get in the door in RSVP, because you know a lot of people they can't plan 2 or 3 weeks in advance. What we're telling you is get your boxes reserved today, because you won't get these items until April. April, 2 months from now. And then in April, we had people messaging today saying, "Can I get some boxes?" And we were able to add 1, but we weren't able to add 2 because we hit the cap. So we got Justice, box number 5. Box number 5 for Justice. All right, Justice. Says start with 1. Yes, let's do it. A little bit of Muck Potion. Now, what's good about Muck Potion? You play it on somebody, rest of the game, each Rage Potion they play is 1 tier less. And here's what I want to tell you guys with Play Dead Live. Faction Wars Castle Strike. A lot of times, our players play super aggressive. They love to throw their 8s. They love to throw their 9s. They love their rage. But in my opinion, my humble opinion, I mean, I just created the game, so what do I know? Sarcasm. Not enough players focus on the nerfs, the detrimental items. Here's what I mean by that. Okay, I know you want to throw, you know, an S8, an H9 in round number 1. You know, you want those big hits. But let's just say you played a Muck Potion in round number 1, and there's 6 rounds. How much is that worth? Well, let that sink in for a minute. Now, I'm not telling you to go back and do this and everybody play them. That's worth 6. Because every round, rest of the game, each rage is 1 tier less. So you come out and you play an S8, and then in round 1, I play a muck potion on you. Now for the rest of the game, your 7's going to be a 6, your 6 is going to be a 5, your 5's going to be a 4, your 4 is going to be a 3. You see how that works? I could save 6 rage by playing a muck potion. When you start to see it, it makes sense. When you play a game and you lose that game by 100 or by 150, and you're thinking like, man, 6 less rage, that would have been like 3 wall blocks, just that one person. That'd have been like 100 points they wouldn't have gotten. Then the light bulbs go off. That's how you got to think about Play Dead Live. You got to really, really dig into the strategy. All right, here we go. Pack number 2. Castle Strike Stones, 25 for Justice. Inferno, ×1. Brutal Blast. Build up that Brutal Blast. This is why we have customizable gems to make your gear unique. You go out there with a blast, you got a huge grenade advantage over your opponent. You go out there with Brutal Death, you got a huge AP advantage on your opponent. Hypnos, legendary Hypnos bow. Congratulations, Justice. First legendary, a little bit of pink smoke. 5,000 dead dimes for Justice. A little bit of Sin Smoke. I love Sin Smoke too. Being able to steal your enemy's armor. Brutal Blue. Unforgiven Grenade. Y'all know how good Unforgiven. Unforgiven ×1 Justice. Those never go out of style. Obsidian Ore. Absorption Shield. Arson Glyph. Jump Potion. You'll understand how good Jump Potion is and how much you're going to want to get these when we roll out Castle Strike in March. They will be a very, very sought-after item. Rage Potion. Mythic Summon Skins. Nitrous Potion. Tether Spark. Legendary Frontman Eliminate. I love this too. Justice, how about a new rifle? It's a bad-looking dude. Frontman Eliminator rifle. I wonder what it would do if it was a cosmic. And finish it out. Oh, look at that. Sad Grenade. Now, don't forget, what do we have Monday night? We got Ship Strike. So that Sad Grenade might have one of y'all's names on it. Congratulations, Justice. Good box. Good box. All right, Kel. Let's get our third box. Who we got up next? Dow, box number 7. I wonder if I could give the group a sneak peek of farm fights while we're on intermission. What do you guys think? Just like a little quick run through. Maybe. Let's see. Wait. Let's see how the box event goes. The box event goes well. We get the RSVPs. Then maybe we'll give a little teaser. How about that? Let's worry about getting the boxes revealed. I don't want to take away from all the awesome items. So let's get to Dow. Dow, box number 7. All right, Dow, where do you want to start? I know he's going to say 7 and 7. I just got a feeling. When you've done as many box events as I have, you know it. All right. Here we go. Number 7, brutal base. Dow likes building up that base for his. Oh, sorry. Look, I just told everybody a secret for his gear. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Dow. Sad grenade. Dow will be using that on Monday night. Satan spark. It's extra points. Extra points for free. That's another one that you got to be able to slip those sparks in there and get those free points. Seal and thrill. And you can only get sparks in box events and in the shop. Hostile 9. Of course, if I played a muck potion on Dow, his hostile 9 would be down to a super 8. Legendary white. That is a rifle, a current, not the signature. That's the current one. Mythic summon skins. Super thrill. Dragon smoke. Dragon smoke's starting to get a little more scarce now that you need them for the Dragon Castles. Terror 10. 5,000 dead dimes. Static Spark. It's another good one. Gives your Amplify the ability to target other things other than walls. Think about that. Imagine Amplify on a pet, Amplify on a person. You put a Static Spark on somebody right out of the gates, and now you're amplifying your attacks on them. Platinum upgrade skins. Haste Lift for Castle Strikes, a little extra speed. Speaking of Castle Strikes, 25 stones. Triple dimes for Dow. Legendary. Oh boy, what you got here, Dow? Oh my goodness. A brand new instrument. This is Albert Crowley playing Hell's Lyre. Oh my goodness. Another Crowley. You guys remember Albert Crowley? He was burnt. Albert Crowley's burnt to a crisp. And he's in front of Hell's Gate playing a lyre. And again, this is a instrument, Dow, so all you got to do is strum those chords for your attack. And if they're not sealed, they have to use a prevention. If they don't use a prevention, it'll cut their mass destruction in half and their amp. I've seen teams with 40 mass destruction and like 20 amp. So imagine just hitting those strings and cutting that in half. That's equivalent to like 4, 8. That's equivalent to 8 gear abilities. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? You can use one attack with a weapon and undo anywhere between 6 and 8 gear abilities. Talk about changing the battlefield. That's Hell's Lyre, Dow. Albert Crowley. Spade Grenade ×1. Airy Grenade ×1. This is Death Row. And Immortal Summon Skins. Look at that bottom row, Dow. That's like Death Row. You got Triple Dimes, Albert Crowley, Spade, Airy, and Immortal Skins. That's the type of boxes we're talking about. All right. Kel, I need another box. Man, I feel like we should open this box event up and did like 30 boxes tonight. It's a lot of fun. All right. Honest question now. How many of y'all have missed box events? We have not done a box event. We did the Boxicle. The last box event we did was in November. It was like Thanksgiving. And tonight feels like Thanksgiving too. I do too. See, not only do I miss it, but I miss it and then I like to get accustomed to it, right? So it's like you look forward to it, you get them, and then you do your planning. And we used to do box events every 3 weeks, and we did them every month. But I just don't think it would feel the same if we did the box event every month. As much as we look forward to it, I think we need that little bit of a lapse. All right, let's go. Dime says box number 11 and start with number 11. All right, Deadly Dimes. Number 11 is Mythic Summon Skins. Now, you got some pets that need to be upgraded with those skins. Gold Summon Skins. There you go. It's going to be a pet box for Dimes. Nope. She got a Reaper Revenant Rifle. Dragon Smoke. 25 Castle Strike Stones. Choke Smoke. Brutal Resist. Brutal Death. Rad Rage. Now, Rad Rage, this might be the fastest selling item in the shop. Anytime that is up, it flies out. Now, look, we don't sell a lot of them. We only put like 1 or 2 up there, but it flies. And because it's so good. Arc Ice. Colossal Summon Skins. Look, it is a pet box. Spectral Ore. Immortal Summon. Look, Dimes. You're going to have that pet leveled up by the time we leave here. Onyx Skins. 5,000 Dead Dimes. Linkage Grenade. Stellar Upgrade Skins. Oh, she got, oh, this is so cool. I love this. All right, this is the 9 of Lives. One of my favorite new weapons we rolled out in the Signature Series. These are the decks. This is a deck of cards. Now, y'all really have to love my artwork because there's a theme, right? So you always see dogs playing poker. But Anubis is a cat. So, you know, I had to do it. So I've got Anubis playing poker. And look at the Pharaoh he's playing poker with. He's got the sunglasses smoking. So, yeah. All right, there you go, Dimes. It is the 9 of Lives. And build a deck. You definitely want to build that deck. Medleys will be coming out soon. Brand new item, never before released. Dracarys Grenade, that's nice too, and fish it out with a Maximon. So good balance. Look, several grenades in there. Maximon, Dracarys, Linkage, very rare grenades. Lot of upgrade items in there. Good gems, and 2 pretty epic legendaries. Congratulations, Deadly Dimes. We are 4 boxes in, everybody. So, we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. I've got guaranteed door prizes for all of y'all. So we're not going to stop and do the roll. We are going to do a roll call to make sure that you're here and you're enjoying it. You're taking your notes. So we are going to do a roll call to make sure everybody's here at the end of 5 boxes. So we got one more box we're going to do, and then we're going to do a roll call. Then we're going to take a quick little break. I'm going to tease an item that might make you want to RSVP for the next box event. By the time we tease all the items, it might make you reserve 2 boxes. But you'll get checkpoints. So, Kel, let's do box number 5. And again, our next pop quiz, everybody. When is our next box event? Type it in chat right now. It's April. It's 2 months. All right. We got Gemstone, box number 2. And I think Jim's got a couple boxes in this event. Jim, where do you want to start? And when we get to the legendaries, and I think we're going to do an open mic call with PDL. When you guys get these legends, and something you really like, the artwork you really like, or the weapon, ask me on one of our live calls, because I'll tell you the history. Every item that I create, there's a rhyme and a reason to it. Whether it's a catchy name or brand new artwork or something. So, where are you at, Jim? Jim, you were just here. Where did you go? Jim, where do you want to start? We got to track her back down. There she is, 17. All right, a little bit of haze and days smoke for Gemstone. Oracle. Now, Oracle was just added to the Sliver Sacrifice wheel, so oracles have a lot of purpose. Not only is it a good grenade, but it's also a sacrifice grenade. Elixir bonus XP for our quest team. Oh, how about this, man? This sucker was so in demand. This is the Nightmare Mage Manual from the current slate. This is the one before the Signature Series. A Necronomicon, Book of the Dead. Look at that. Can still build those legends. Satan Spark. More points. Dragon Smoke. Ooh, a 5-pack. First time we've had a 5-pack tonight. Nitrous Potion. Brutal Blast. Savage 6. Platinum Skins. Stellar Upgrade Skins. Maximon Grenade. 5,000 Dead Dimes. Cobra Grenade. Wow, a lot of rare grenades tonight. 25 Castle Strike Stones. Spill and Thrill Smoke. Ooh, Legendary Beguile Wand. Legendary Beguile. Okay. Gretchen. Now, I got to ask you guys a question. Gretchen is pretty attractive, isn't she? It's okay. You can say yes. There's a reason. Do y'all remember Gretchen? Do you remember Gretchen from the story? Exactly. That is Gretchen, Kel. That is the same Gretchen. So there is a story to Gretchen and this Beguile wand. More to come on the backstory of Gretchen. All right, let's keep it going. Legendary wand, rugged glyph, and finishing out with a gamut grenade. Very nice. All right, Jim, 5-pack. Here's the way it works. Whatever is behind that 5-pack, you get. But you get to pick another person that's in chat that is not in ARC. And if they get it right, if they guess, they get 5 as well, and you get 10 of what's behind there. So, Jim, pick wisely, because they can double it up for you. Jim might have a little bit of lag, I think. Let's see who she picks. All right, we might have to make an executive decision and pick somebody for her. All right, Julia, you want to pick somebody for Jim? All right, Dimes. Dimes, tell us what's behind there. You got a chance to double it up for her. Tammy, if you type something, I don't see it. Oh, Colossal. Says it's got to be Colossal Scans. Let's see. Is it Colossal Scans? No, it was gold. Oh, man, that would have been a nice upgrade. She would have gotten 10 gold skins, Dimes. Those are weapon upgrades. All right, better luck next time. All right, we have opened 5 boxes. All right, we'll take a quick break at 5 boxes. We're going to be right back. Oh, you guys want to see a teaser? Yeah? No? Yeah? All right. I'll show you one of the items that's going to be in the next box event, okay? This is your chance to RSVP. Here you go. First item's going to be unveiled. There's only one in existence. Dragon Dice will be in the next event. That will remove all items from the game that require a die roll. Yes. That means dragons that require rolls. It is a epic legendary. There will be one of those in the next box event. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Enjoy a little song and dance, everybody.
Asymptomatic, I'm the only one out here on the floor. The foundation is shaking and the windows all are breaking, but I'm not about to run for the door. Save yourself by never wishing you were somebody else. Stay for the fire and swim through the night of the flood. Ain't nothing weaker than a fear when it's gone. Hold up your ladder and sing for the ones that you lost. Ain't nothing stronger than the people we love. The world is here and static, but I am asymptomatic. I'm the only one out here on the floor. Watch the city burning and the Messiah returning, but I'm only really here for the show. Broke into the station, took my record, took my patience. Now I'm finally on the radio. Save yourself by never wishing you were somebody else, and draw that line so you can see it even when you go blind. Stay for the fire and swim through the night of the flood. Hold up your ladder and sing for the ones that you lost. Stay for the fire and swim through the night of the flood. Ain't nothing weaker than a fear when it's gone. Hold up your ladder and sing for the ones that you lost. Ain't nothing stronger than the people we love. The world is here and static, but I am asymptomatic. I'm the only one out here on the floor. The foundation is shaking and the windows all are breaking, but I'm not about to run for the door. I'm not about to run for the door.
All right, can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, you lost the stream because I stopped the stream so you couldn't see my password. All right, do you guys want to see it? Yes or no? Give me 999s. You want to see me sample play? All right, throwing grenades. There we go. Oh, got to grab that chest. Oh, they're after me. All right. Let me switch to some ammo, shoot some bullets at them. All right, got that. Now I got to get around this tricky corner. Oh, man. Here they come. Here they come. All right, I'm running low on ammo. Let me throw a cluster bomb, blow up a whole group. All right, I got those. Oh, man, they're super close. Got a ticket. Claim my ticket. Uh-oh. I'm getting hung on the corner here. All right, round 3. Let's go. Ooh, it's a little dicey here. Grab that chest. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, I've died. That's it. All right, more to come, everybody. So, want to give you a real quick teaser of Farm Fights. You can see this is our very own branded game. I was playing on a little tiny screen because on OBS it looks bigger to y'all than the little, arrows that I had there. So yeah, I'm making excuses, but a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool ways that we can do competitions. So we should have this rolled out within a couple of weeks, and really looking forward to everybody playing it. All right. So since I didn't get a break, let's take a quick 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with our 6th box, 6 or 7. I don't know. I don't know how many we've done. We're going to keep doing until they're all gone. We'll be right back in a couple minutes.
I'm just killing time, waiting for the sickness to take me away. And I won't fight it. I don't need no more than I already got. I know you're no good. I know you're no good for me. But I can't help my heart beating out this chest when I see you there. I'm just killing time, waiting for the sickness to take me away. And I won't fight it. I don't need no more than I already got. I don't wanna go back to that feeling I was in dark space. I count my blessings every day that I was chosen for this phase. I don't wanna go back to that feeling I was in dark space. I count my blessings every day that I was chosen for this phase.
All right, everybody, we are back. So far tonight, we've done epic box events. We've shown you a brand new game. We're going to roll out our 3rd online video game. And if you count the backgrounds that we added to the fishing game, it's kind of like we've developed 4, because the fish game had a certain element to it, and we changed the element to it. So we do variations of our own games as well. But I'm very excited about Farm Fights. Not only can we play it, I think there's going to be a competitive tournament element that we can play. There's going to be some ways we can play against each other. I don't know if you guys noticed when I put it up on screen, there was a clock. So remember how when we play Kills game, we have to screenshot, and we screenshot the timestamp? This has its own timestamp. So little things like that are just ways that we'll be able to compete and play against each other. So, all right. And we've shown you some teasers. I got more teasers to show you tonight before we're done with the RSVPs. We have already RSVP'd a good portion of the event. So we're down to our last few boxes left. So they're flying. All right. But hey, you may need a little more convincing. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you how awesome our stuff is and how awesome this game is. Kel, who do we have up next? Yeah, it's going to be super addictive because there's a lot of different ways you can score. Picking the chest, picking up the chest, killing the zombies, all give you point totals. All right, Nightshade, box number 14. Do we have Trigger here? If not, we can always speed open. So, Trigger, are you in the house? Where's Trigger? All right, we're going to speed open for Nightshade, save us a little bit of time. We will screenshot it. We'll make sure these items. So I think this was a birthday box. Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Ooh, check this out. We got Satan Spark. We got first kills token bag of the night. Nightshade. Nice. That's a bag of 250 KTs. We got a Mauler sword. 25 Castle Strike Stones. Megacosm Glyph. Brutal Blast. Sweet Tea. Hide that from Chad. Cobra Grenade, and Aisha Crowley's Gemini Pet. We'll get Nightshade using that Gemini Pet. All right. Very good, very good. All right, Kel, who do we have up next? Let's keep this thing rolling. Busy, I know Busy's here. Busy, box number 9. Where you at, Busy? Oh, did we have a 5-pack? Well, let's go back. There is a 5-pack. All right. Dr. Die. Pick someone who is not in box. Somebody that thinks they know what is behind that 5-pack. All right, Julia. You got a chance to earn yourself 5 and double it up for Nightshade. What is behind that 5-pack? Julia says Immortal Skins. Is it? Is it? Looks gold, doesn't it? Looks like it's got a gold border, maybe. Yep. Gold weapon skins. Back-to-back gold weapon skins. How about that? A little trickeration. Julia's probably like, there's no way it's going to be gold skins again. Ha! The randomizer randomizes. Does what it does. All right. Now let's go to busy. Box number 9. And busy says start with number 9. We will. Ooh, triple dimes, busy. All right, starting out with triple dimes. Let's take you from the top. Gambit Grenade is great. Brutal Red. Legendary Cricious Sword. Or, I'm sorry, Bow. Cricious Bow. Strike Stones. Mythic Summon Skins. Molten Ore. Good to see those ores back in the boxes, because there's going to be some nice upgrades. Absorption Potion. Send Smoke. Terror 10 Potion. Super Thrill. Sickness Smoke. Very rare. Haze and Daze. Very rare. Onyx Upgrade. Arson Glyph. Unforgiven Grenade. Busy. Stellar. I sense something. Ship Spark. Very nice. That'll be good for your Ship Strike Monday night. Dead Dimes. And, hey, there's only one pack left. What is it? Stygian. Oh, King Stygian. Soul Tasto. I love it when a dragon plays a cello. Nothing like a dragon playing a cello. Can you guys see that I really, really am invested in these instruments? This, I think, is the 3rd instrument we've already had tonight. Right? We had Sad Sax, we had Hell's Lyre, and now we got Soul Tasto. So for the ability, you don't have to move over. It's not melee. It's not ranged. It's just a sweet musical note that, bam, destroys all your mass destruction, or at least half of it. Congratulations, Busy. Brand new weapon. This is King Stygian playing his cello, a Soul Tasto. All right, Kel, who we got up next? When Kel gets busy like that, it's because the phone lines are lighting up with RSVPs for boxes. So I'm going to check in just a little bit, but we may be sold out. I'm anxious. I'm anxious to find. You know, it might have been that Farm Fights demo. People might have said, you know what? Farm Fights is going to be off the chain. Castle Strike is going to be off the chain. So tonight we've already seen Castle Strike items. We know Ship Strike is a huge success. Before we get to Triggers box, which is box number 10. One reason why we continue to add changes to the games. Ship Strike to me feels like a completely different game. How about you guys? Like, since we put the snowstorms in there, and because before it was, you know, Seal, and we added Vine Smoke and Snowstorms, wow. It feels like a totally different game. It's fast-paced. There's more strategy to it. I mean, I look forward to Ship Strikes, one of my favorite games. It's, you know, strategy is where you place your people, how you play your seals, how you play your vines. Do you have the sad grenades? So that's really the beauty of these games evolving. So we roll out a new game like ropes, and then we find out like there's stay tokens, and there's different ways that we play it, and it continues to develop. It just makes it a ton of fun. And with that being said, Pet Battle Pro Tour next Saturday night. And then we'll wait on the schedule after that, because when Farm Fights officially rolls out, we are going to take a Saturday and we're going to have a Farm Fights event. All right, let's get to box number 10. We're there. Do we have Trigger? Trigger, are you here? Last call. All right, Dr. Dye. Pick a number for Team Vox. Dr. Dye says, let's start with pack number 6. Let's do it. Send Smoke. All right, Megacosm, pack number 1. Legendary Plague Sword, very nice. Absorption Shield, Jump Potion. Healing Rain, best healing potion in the game. Gold, Weapon Skins. Rage Tonic. Sickness Smoke. Summoning Grenade. 5,000 Dead Dimes. Castle Strike Stones, 25 of them. Mind Trip Smoke. Colossal Upgrade Skins. Max Mike Grenade. Mythic Summon Skins. Nitrous Potion. Oh, here you go. There you go. I always love when these show up. Free bundle for Trigger. Kel, make sure we get that on the list. Wednesday night's bundle is free. And you know the cool thing about that? That almost pays for the box when you get a bundle. Awesome. I love seeing those pop up. Oh, I love it. I love it. How about another instrument? Told y'all I'm all about these instruments. And this one is a Crowley. Scruff Crowley playing the drums. Look at that dragon beating those skins. Ghost Notes for Scruff. Man, we've seen Albert Crowley tonight. Now we've seen Pet Scruff. But this is the instrument. Trigger can play it. There's no excuses not to get rid of somebody's mass destruction or to make them burn a legendary or to make them burn a prevention. And Obsidian Ore. Congratulations, Trigger. Very nice box. All right, Kel, since we're not doing the giveaways one at a time and we're doing a door prize, let's go to the next box. Now, why Kel's giving me the next box, I am going to do 2 attendance checks. All right, you got to make both of them to get the door prize at the end. So give me 1999 if you're here. If you're here right now, I want to see it. All right, so far, I got Julia Justice, Villar, Kel, Dimes, Crimson, Busy, and Doc. I know there's some others here, but you got to make both of these. Can't pop in, go away, and come back. Attendance check, you got to be here for both of them. In fact, we got more than that here right now. All right, last call for attendance. Going once. Going twice. I think some people are going to wish they had been here for attendance check tonight. I got a feeling. All right. Kel, who's the next box? Villar has box number 4. All right, V. Where you want to start? Start with number 1. Oh! All right, Villar. Your next box is already 25% off. Just like that. 25% is taken off the box total. Now, if you can tell me where the second Dominique is, your next box will be 50% off. And you know the price of the boxes. So that is epically low. She says, number 12. Will Villar get this box for half price? I don't think we've ever had it. Let's see. Oh, and we still don't. All right, Villar, good try. But still, 25% off the box event in April. Pack number 2, Rage Tonic. 25 Strike Stones. Super Thrill. Rugged Glyph. Prime Armor Skins. Onyx Upgrade Skins. 5K Dead Dimes. Legendary Cromwell Rocket Launcher. Can never have too many rocket launchers. Dragon Ore. Choke Smoke. Gold Weapon Skins. Brutal Blast. There it is. It was pack number 15, Villar, 15. Would have got you the second Dominique. Hostile 9. Ooh, what is this, Villar? What is this? How about a new villain that you'll see in the very near future? How about Fantasia with the Murata bow? Wow. Wow. Okay. Artwork just hit an 11 out of 10. I don't know if I want to avoid that arrow or be shot by that arrow. I'm torn. Part of me says, shoot me. Part of me says, let me run and hide. That is Fantasia. Stay tuned, because you will meet Fantasia on a Friday night. All right, Villar. Immortal Upgrade Skins, Grub Grenade, and Mythic Summon Skins. Playdead Live has some amazing artwork, y'all. Amazing. All right, congratulations, V. All right, Kel. Let's do one more box, and then we'll take a break. So we'll do one more box, and then we'll do the last call for RSVPs. And I guess I'll have to do the last reveals to show you what's going to be in the next box event. I mean, Dragon Dice is enough. That Dragon Dice is amazing legendary. Fly Rod, box number 1. This was a birthday box. He might still be celebrating his birthday. So, Doc, I don't think Fly Rod or Trigger are here. So I'm going to let you do the honors one more time. Actually, we can speed open it. Let's speed open it so we can get to the break and get the final reveal. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Speed open. All right, what do we got here? Ooh. We got the Keone Bow. 5K Dead Dimes. Backlash Grenade. Satan Spark. R12. 25 Castle Stones. 250 Kills Tokens. Fly Rod has recently become a online gamer with us, so he's using those tokens. And looks like we got another Crowley. How about the Fortress Shield? Corbin Crowley. Y'all remember Corbin? Maybe you remember him now. And Fly Rod has a nice brand new shield. Little layer protection. You will still wear your armor in Castle Strike. Whether you're in Castle Strike, whether you're in Faction War, your armor is still going to be epic. All right, brand new. Nobody has this. This is the Corbin Crowley Fortress Shield. All right. Now, before we go to break, and I show you this teaser, and if you want to see these teasers, give me some 999s, because I'm telling you, we're due. We're due. And we will take a break shortly. You may be asking and say, look, I love my mage manuals, but I got a mage manual, I got a sword, I got a rocket launcher, I got a instrument, I got all these different variations. What do I need all these different weapons for? Well, there's a couple things. One, it's versatility. If you use a mage manual, there's only certain ways it can be stopped. You use a rocket launcher, there's benefits to a grenade launcher. You throw at a wall, you're using a grenade launcher. So versatility is key. However, there is something tonight that is going to change the way you view a myriad of different options. Where knowing that you got that sword and knowing that you have that bow is going to give you a nice little advantage, potentially. All right, I'm going to leave it there. All right, now that we've seen, this is your last chance to RSVP for the April box event. So if you're not messaging Kel now, don't message her tomorrow, because boxes are limited. This is the final sneak peek that you're going to get. You've seen the Dragon Dice. I'm just going to stay quiet. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Last chance to RSVP. We'll be back shortly.
Beneath your eyes, blue intentionally trying to seduce me, torturing me, make me act as a puppet, like you always do, like you always do. It's so disgusting how much I desire you. You always got a kiss for me right down your pocket. Open my heart with your spell, a nice and pleasant hell, like you always do, like you always do to me. Beneath your skin, green intentionally trying to abuse me, torturing me, make me act as a puppet, like you always do, like you always do. So disgusting how much I desire you. You always got a kiss for me right down your pocket. Open my heart with your spell, a nice and pleasant hell, like you always do to me, like you always do to me, yeah. Like you always do to me.
All right, we are back, and time's up. That was your chance, and we are loaded for the next event, so I'm really looking forward to that. What was your response when you saw these items pop out in a brand new class? We've had Kang, we've had Lost, we've had Wicked, and now we've got Sinister Pets coming up. People love their pets, and they want an opportunity to get pets. Well, here you go. They show up in the boxes. So Sinister is a brand new class of pet. Now, I don't want to give it away. Let me just tell you they're great. But did you notice anything about the artwork for the Sinister Icky and the Sinister Kang? Because that is a Kang taking out 3 soldiers while Boss looks on. So if you read between the lines there, maybe you'll get a little bit of a hint. And that is Sinister Icky with like a rocket launcher. Riding a horse. So they look pretty badass. So in April, somebody's walking away with some new pets. All right, looks like we've got 6 boxes left. Now, here's what I got to say. At the beginning of tonight's event, I mentioned to y'all there were 4 or 5 boxes that we considered epic boxes. None of them have been opened. Let that sink in for a minute. None of them have been opened. So those epic items, or those new items, as good as these boxes have been, have not been those boxes. All right. I guess we'll see what is in them. Kel, we got 6 more to go. We're going to open all 6 of them, and then we're going to finish this up tonight by taking you to the Epic Door Prize. Jim Stone has box number 16. All right, let's see if Jim is here. All right, we're not going to speed open the final 6. So, Julia, you want to make the pick? All right, pack number 16. Haze and Day Smoke. All right, take it from the top. We got Grub Grenade, Arc Ice, Satan Spark, Rage Tonic, Absorption, 5,000 Dead Dimes, Holy Smoke, Onyx Skins, Gold Summon Skins, Elixir Bonus XP, Savage 6, Ship Spark. Ship Spark, really good. Not a lot of them out there. They're super, super rare. But if you play Ship Spark during Ship Strike, it'll reveal the letter location, not the number, of the player that just hit you. So player hits you, and then you play Ship Spark, and we'll tell you which letter column they're in. Brutal Base, Phase Smoke, Mercy Grenade, Molten Ore, 25 Strike Stones. Oh my goodness. First Sinister Pet ever released. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I told you it was epic. Sinister Boss. With his foot on a chest, holding a flag. And a rubber chicken. Now, we've seen Wicked Boss. We've seen Dark Boss. Now we're going to see Sinister Boss. Sinister Boss is the boss that keeps on giving. If Sinister Boss caps a chest, When he caps, he will remove all pet repels from the enemy team. This is what Sinister can do for you. Okay, your boss just capped. 5 people have pet repel. On the opposing team only. 5 people don't have pet repel anymore. Do not expect to see a lot of each Sinister pet. Just like you didn't see a lot of Wicked pets. You didn't see a lot of Lost pets. You didn't see a lot of Dark pets. You won't see a lot of Sinister pets. Congratulations, Jim. Beautiful artwork. And even better class of card, the Sinister Boss. And finishing out with a sad grenade. Perfect timing. Ship strikes coming Monday night. All right. Now y'all see what an epic box looks like. There's not 2 legends in these. There is one kick-ass item and a whole bunch of good items. All right. Kel, who we got up next? I think there are 5 boxes to go. Justice, box number 13. Justice, are you feeling epic? Are you feeling good? Feeling good or feeling epic? He says epic. Maybe he's right. Let's start with pack number 1. Onyx Skins, Brutal Death Gem, Absorption Potion, Tether Spark, Choke Smoke, Stellar Upgrade Skins, Gold Upgrade Skins, Linkage Grenade, Mythic Summon Skins, 5,000 Dead Dimes. He might be feeling epic because I didn't see a legendary up there. 5-pack. And there was already a reveal. It was already showing, so Justice will give you the 5, but we can't do the pick because it was above the curve. Sickness Smoke. But 5 Mythic Skins still pretty good. Spill and Thrill. Castle Strike Stones. Holy Smoke. Dragon Smoke. Let's go ahead and show it too. Pink Smoke. Hostile 9. What is this? It is a brand new item introduced to the game. It is a brand new class called Enchants. And when I say epic, I mean epic. We'll just pause for a moment. Okay. Justice, there are rules. Okay? You can't have a new item without rules. First rule is this enchantment box. It's not a temporary, it's not consumable. You use it and it's gone. But you can only use one enchantment per month. Strong. You already have legendaries. You already have cosmics. You already have gear abilities. And this is free to use. But you only get to use it in one event per month. Enchantments reset at the first of every month. If you have multiple enchantments, which you may at some point in the game, maybe you will, maybe you won't, they're rare, you can only play one enchantment per month. You also have to put in your buffs that you will be using that enchantment in that game, whether it's a castle strike or whether it is a faction war. So if you plan to use it Wednesday night, you have to put Myriad enchant in your buffs. Okay? Now, why can you only use it once per month? This is where it gets super, super cool. And the options are really limitless. Justice, you're going to be able to merge any two grenade abilities into one for one of your attacks. Okay? So if you've got a spade grenade and an Unforgiven, and you want the power of the spade with the ability of the Unforgiven, when you type Myriad spade Unforgiven, it is going to throw a concocted grenade of those two abilities. And even if it is prevented, half of the damage will still go through. So there is no way to completely prevent it. You're going to at least get half guaranteed. But if you want a unicorn and a Sleepy Hollow, now you could technically light a straw man, finish off a wall, and get a unicorn effect. Is Myriad the coolest thing we've ever rolled out in Play Dead Live? Think about the possibilities of creating your own grenade combinations. Now, Justice, it's up to you to do the homework. And again, if you don't put it in your pre-match buffs, you can't use it in that event. But you will also be able to use it in castle strikes. So either or. So let's say you only play one faction war that month. It does happen. That's fine. But you could also play it in ship strike. So maybe Justice wants a Bunko with a sad grenade. Now, Justice, you get both effects. Only once. So maybe ship strike, maybe castle strike, maybe faction war. But enchants are so strong, you can only use one enchant per month. Even if you have a different enchant, or 2 or 3. But you do have versatility. Yes, he would announce it at the beginning of the match. As long as he notifies us that he's going to use Myriad at the beginning of the game, then we'll know. All right, brand new item. Playdead Live is constantly growing. The first enchant we've ever seen right there. Congratulations, Justice. And finishing off this box with a Ruthless 12. I don't know about y'all, but Justice putting a Ruthless 12 on a Myriad Spade Mega Blast. Now, you do have to have the grenades in your inventory. You can't make up grenades. You have to own them. So if Justice is out of Mega Blast, he can't use that. And it does use both grenades. So they do come out of your inventory. They're not free, but you're merging them together for a super hit. All right, congratulations, Justice. Looking forward to some epic combos. How about a summoning grenade with a Sleepy Holler combo? Or how about a St. Milo with a St. Elmo? Holy cow. Justin's going to get the St. Milo, St. Elmo combination and get double the points. Or 25 points. Possibilities are I can have so much fun with that. All right. Kel, who we got up next? Dow, box number 12. Where's Dow? Is Dow here? He might not be here because he did not make the roll call. All right, so let's go to box 12. Julia, you want to start us out? Give us a number. All right, let's go number 7. All right, I'm going to pick up the pace just a little bit. So many cool things in tonight's event. 5K Dead Dimes. Take it from the top. Rad Rage. Nice start. Absorption. Brutal Death. Brutal Resist. Some epic gems there. A little bit of Time Smoke. Mind Trip Smoke. Molten Ore. Colossal. Summon Skins. Triple Dimes. Castle Strike Stones. 25 of them. Terror 10. This is looking like it's an epic box because Dow with Crypt Titan Vindicus. Oh my goodness. Crypt Titan Vindicus. This is a DI. Dow will play this as a DI and he will get 5 points for every Crypt Dragon that has been played this game. And in fact, it is not Crypt Dragon. It has been updated with the Frozen Jungle. He gets 5 points for every, let me double check it, because it's either every enemy dragon or every dragon. I think it's every enemy dragon, but I want to quote this correctly. But the ruling on this has been upgraded. Vindicus. Every enemy dragon played so far this game. So no longer is it just, it is now War Dragons, Crypt Dragons. So it is a DI, and it is how many your opponents played total dragons. Easy to chart because we got that dragon counter, so we can look over. If your opponent's played 5, he's going to drop this bad boy and get 25 free points. And sometimes people play more than 5. All right, that is Crypt Titan Vindicus. It is epic. Sweet Tea Grenade. Haste Cliff. Static Spark. 250 KTs. Mythic. Haze and Daze and Sad Grenade. A lot of sad, but we know they're mixed in. All right, Kel, I think we got 3 boxes to go. Who's got a box left? We got 3 more. Dimes, box number 6. Dimes, you feeling epic? She says yes. Start with number 1. All right, we'll do it. Pack number 1 is a little bit of Sin Smoke. Platinum upgrade. Second best upgrade for weapons. Red Summon Skins. Seal and Thrill. Spade Grenade times 1. There's the power. Careful, Justice going to want all his grenades so he can merge them. Triple Dimes for Deadly Dimes. Mythic Summon Skins. Celestial upgrade skins. Very nice. Best upgrade skins in the game. Megacosm. Brutal Resist. 5K Dead Dimes. Prime Armor skins. This is feeling epic to me. Terror 10. 25 Strike Stones. Obsidian Ore. Hostile 9. Oh boy. Gold Summon Skins. The anticipation. Crypt Titan Diabolico. Yes! Deadly Dimes. Only the second one in existence. And this is the ultimate. As far as I'm concerned, this is the mind trip. Will instantly change the type of specialty grenade thrown by your opponent. This is just, somebody throws a Milo and you turn it into a red eye. Like, I love this as a DI. They throw a unicorn or they throw a snowstorm and they're getting ready, and it's like you turn it into something completely different. It is crazy, crazy good, and that's why it's epic. Dimes with the Crypt Titan Diabolico. Muck Potion, and finish it off with a little bit of Sweet Tea. Congratulations, Dimes. Dimes 2 boxes in this event. I think you racked up in these 2 boxes. So we got 2 boxes left. And speaking of Epic, we're not going to reveal it live because I asked you guys to message Kel. But when you message Kel and ask her the price on 2 boxes, when we change, were you pleasantly surprised with the 2-box prices that we rolled out? Right? Because back in the old days, those were considerably more. So I'm just super, super glad that the box events, there's so much hype that people look forward to them. They embrace them, the new items, that you guys play those new items, and that you look forward to the events. All right, Kel, who we got next? Julia, box 17. All right, Julia, where do you want to start it? Start with number 3. Immortal Summon Scans. Oh, all right. Well, Julia, your next box is 25% off. All you got to do is tell me where the other half of Dominique is, and it'll be 50% off. She says 17. Will she be the first person to get 50% off a box? No. Triple dimes. The streak continues, y'all. No one has gotten 50% off yet. Back up top, 250 KTs for the Assassin. Unforgiven Grenade. Pink Smoke. Spectral Ore. There it was. It was in pack number 7. Pack number 7. You were close. You had 17. Static Spark. Arc Ice. Health Tonic. Castle Strike Stones, 25. Mythic Summon Skins. Elixir Bonus XP. 5,000 Dead Dimes. Stellar Skins. Sad Grenade. A brand new enchantment for Julia. It is Coalesce. What could this enchantment be? Whatever it is, she's only using it once per month. All right, Julia. Your ability is similar to what we talked about with Justice, but it's different. Who remembers when I was talking about all those legendaries you have? You got grenade launchers, you got bows, you've got decks of cards, you've got instruments. Julia, this will allow you to combine the power and ability of any 2 signature weapons. I'm going to say that again. It lets you combine the power and ability of any 2 signature weapons. So, if you want a grenade launcher that can only be stopped by Marty's, then you will combine those 2 weapons for 1 attack per month. Could be in a Castle Strike event, could be in a Faction War event. And if it is prevented, it only prevents 50% of the damage that you are going to deal. So what I'm saying with these enchants, half of the damage still gets through regardless. Again, Coalesce has to be announced at the beginning of the event. So the opposing team can prepare for it. All right. You've seen 2 enchantments. I got a feeling there will be enchantments in future box events. What do you guys think? You guys think that's a possibility? I would expect they will only be in box events. Or very, very unique events and tournaments that we do. All right. Send Smoke and finish it off with a Trex grenade, and we've got 1 more box. Well, Tammy, we're always looking for ways to add excitement, a little bit of fear factor, and some ingenuity to the game. All right, Kel, final box of the night before we do our final roll call, because we're coming up on 2 hours for this event, which is still pretty quick. We started at 9. It is Kel, and she says start with number 3. Here we go. Box 15, number 3. Good luck. Snowstorm grenade. It's a good start. Snake smoke. Ooh, okay. This might be loaded with legends. Kel, how about a legendary Zulu grenade launcher? That's a nice ability. Especially if you're in a rover. It's nice damage if you're in a rover using a Zulu. Absorption shield. Brutal blue. Immortal upgrade skins. Spectral ore. Megacosm. Castle strike stones 25. Elixir bonus XP. Inferno grenade. 5K dead dime. Super thrill. Onyx upgrade skin. Sin smoke. Red summon skins. Brand new legend. Oh no. Oh my goodness. All I can say, Kel, keep this away from Dow, or sell it to him, or keep it yourself, because this is Legendary Solomon, and it is the Leroy Jenkins grenade launcher. Leroy Jenkins is when you just don't care and you just got to go in and get it done. That's when you yell Leroy Jenkins, because something bad is about to happen. And there it is, Solomon. And what a way to end this event with a Leroy Jenkins. How about that? That could not have been timed any better. Platinum skins, mythic skins, and Mind Trip. So, all right. So, we got one more thing to do. So, tonight, we rolled out enchantments. We had some epic boxes. We had some amazing non-epic boxes. We showed you a sneak peek of farm fights and how addictive that's going to be. So the anticipation is there. We sold out a box event in the month of April 2 months from now that's going to be more epic than tonight. They always get better. And now I need 999s. We're going to do one more attendance check. And on that screen, I'm going to show you something pretty cool. Not only am I going to show you the stuff that you're going to get, but it's the first time you're going to see all the avatars that are currently created in one spot. We got several more to do, but you're going to see it. All right, so I see we got Julia here. We got Doc still here. We got Busy still here. Justice Villar and Dimes. I know Kel's still here. We got Crimson still here. All right. Here we go, everybody. Take a look at your avatars. And also, just for being here tonight, supporting the group, hanging out with us, we got 250 KTs for each person. We've got a red pet relic. This is not pet skins. This is a full red pet upgrade. So you got that pet you've been waiting to upgrade. You can take that regular pet and make it red right out of the gates. And we're also giving you, the only way you can get these are in shop events and on reloads, the Sleepy Holler grenade. Sleepy Holler. If it hits a watchtower, you also light a straw man and you gain 25 points. So that is a huge, huge grenade. Use it to light a watchtower. That's about a 75-point play if you use a Sleepy Holler. And take a look at the avatars. We still have more to go for Castle Strike, but this is the slate of avatars. Your characters now have life. Thanks, everybody. It's 11 o'clock. Love these events. It has been about a 14-hour day for me preparing the box event, so I'm good. Hopefully you guys had a great time. Thanks for all you do, and I'll see you Monday night for Ship Strike. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Yeah. And times are changing everywhere. Do we dream and do we dare? It's up to you. The door is open wide. Feel the rhythm of today. Learn the part and join the play. The world is here. Let's take it for a ride. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams could be larger than life.